Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me such a great pleasure to present my idea at this national level hackathon. I am D. Yogesh, an undergraduate student from SRM University, from pursuing BTech and CSC. And today I'm going to present our hack on the title Sustainable Harvest Empowering Farmers Through Blockchain-Based Credit System. So this is from the team Blockchian. These are we are a team of two, myself D. Yogesh and Ankita Anand. She is also from SRM University. So the transforming agriculture with sustainable farming credits. So overall overview will be like addressing the challenges that will be adopting in the sustainable farming practices, and we'll focus on some difficulties that are faced by farmers and the goal what we are going to achieve in that. The challenges faced by the farmers in adopting sustainable farming practices will be many, like lack of financial incentives, difficulty in validating efforts, limited access to premium markets and incentives. So what this idea will be having the impacts on this environmental impact. We can reduce the environmental footprint by following these practices. Overall industry transformation will be there. There will be a lot of time saving and automation because we are using blockchain and IoT, where we are reducing the middleman, and incentives for the sustainable practices that are being performed by the farmers. So this is a credit-based system which uses blockchain and ML techniques for the overall project. So these are the key components for the credit system. First is the farmer registration, where the farmer will be entering his name and age. After that, a Metamask wallet integration is there, and there he can verify his credentials and perform and confirm his transaction. Then later on, his ID will be registered, as we can see here. Later on, like he can submit the data, and the data submission has inputs like irrigation type, soil nutrients analysis, and sap analysis, and drone imagery, and nutrient sampling contribution. These all are captured by IoT devices, and after the data is submitted, later on the farmers would be sending those data for the validation purpose, and the validation is done based on various methods like external factors. Also it is including using oracles and machine learning algorithms to clean up the data and verify the data that has been sent by the farmers. So if any fertilizer use or improper watering is detected, then no or very less tokens are produced based on the certification standards. And this is a screenshot from the smart contract itself, where we are taking a sample data for the soil health and irrigation, all those things. If those things are passing, then the data is getting validated. So the main thing is the marketplace, where this is the decentralized exchange for the credit transfer, credit trading. What happens is that when the data is getting validated, the tokens, ERC20 tokens, are getting into the his wallet address, and then he's transferring to the DEX, and the DEX stores the number of tokens that are being sold by the farmers. And later on, when the buyer is coming to the decentralized exchange, he is depositing ETH to purchase those ERC20 tokens, and later on those Ethereum gets transferred to the DEX, and based on the number of tokens that have been sold by the farmer, gets transferred uh, back to the farmer's address in the form of Ethereum. So by doing all those things, the buyers such as corporations, government, individuals can purchase those credits like ERC20 tokens from the DEX to offset their carbon footprints or support sustainable initiatives. So the marketplace fosters a sustainable ecosystem connecting farmers and buyers and promoting the adoption of environmental friendly practices. So the some of the factors that are to be considered here is IoT device security, where the data cleaning is using machine learning techniques are being used, because mainly the data is the key here. And the potential of the farmer credit system is the benefits to the farmer, where they'll be gaining financial incentives for adapting sustainable practices, providing them with additional income streams. Like they can sell their products after validating the data. The environmental impact is much more taken into consideration because of improved soil health, efficient irrigation, and all those things are being conserved here. And this is all about the presentation and overall idea of the project. So now I will. So this is the overall project folder and all those stuff. This is the HTML page, and I have initialized the node in the hard hat. And this is a WebSocket JSON RPC server running at this port 8545. And using the OpenLive server, I have been like interacting with the smart contract. And here is the script file. Is containing the ABI token ABI and address of the contract. Here are the functions. And this is the script of the smart contract. And here is the overall smart contract that I have created. Which is taking the structure farmer and storing the address of the farmer in the map. So this is the like functioning of the overall prototype that I have made. So what farmer will be doing, like he will be coming to the interface and will be entering his name and age, and he will register here. And later on, like a MetaMask pop-up will come, like for the confirmation of this transaction. So when he is successfully confirming, so then the farmer is registered successfully is showing up here, and the address related to the farmer. So later on, for after that, when he'll be entering the day for the like whatever day he wants to enter the data for, and the soil parameters, like he is entering, like I am giving all the values above the threshold values for the validation purpose and demo purpose only. And whenever the farmer is entering all this data, and when he will be submitting this thing, and the same will be like the confirmation interface will be coming in the MetaMask, and he will be confirming this transaction, and successfully the data is submitted. And what he needs to do later is that he will be entering the address whatever he has here, and he will be clicking on that validate button, and after that he will confirm this, and data is also validated successfully. One thing is that I didn't make the decentralized exchange platform protocol because I faced some issues in the Open Zeppelin contracts while creating those stuff. So the problem I faced is that I couldn't transfer the ERC20 tokens from the contract index. So that is the thing.